Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 4. Last time we took on the Schwarzschild Liga B and got ourselves another touring car from Mercedes. This time we're not going back to Europe and we're not going to go get our international A license. As I'm sure you can tell, we're in an American car. We're going to go take on an American event, specifically Stars and Stripes, because this is one that's a little weird. It's basically just a more beefed up version of a like American event, basically like a three race American event, but it's more beefed up, longer races and like more powerful cars. So as you can see from the list, that's about to spawn in right now. There we go. Okay. As you can see, we got ourselves stuff like um, Vipers, Corvettes. We got ourselves two Corvettes. One of them is a lot newer than the other one, and I could tell exactly what model it's probably going to be. We got ourselves a Shelby Series 1 Supercharged, which is a very unique car. A Pontiac GTO 04, not the 1960s one, although it would be cool to have that there. And, of course, the Dodge Viper, probably one of the biggest like rivals of the 4GT. So with that said, let's get into it at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. As you can see, this just American tracks, but this time it's about like 3 to 4 laps, and it's got a lot more powerful cars. So it's just like it'll just be like normal. It'll just be like knocking out another event. Except this one requires IB for some strange reason. Probably because they expected to have cars like a 4GT a little bit later on in the game when you're probably getting your IB license, but I don't think that's a big thing. Okay. That's a big problem. Okay. It's not that big of a problem. I can catch up easy, but it does go to show this thing is very powerful. I need to be able to learn how to control it properly. So overall, I think this one is going to be a little interesting just because we're back to the American events. We're knocking out one of the only four, or the only two remaining, which is surprising to me. I don't understand why there's not nearly as many American events as there are stuff like the Japanese or European events, even though there's a lot of American history behind cars. I don't understand. I wish there was more American events, but for the meantime, but for now, unless I decide to play a later Gran Turismo game, we're stuck to only 4 actual like American like series events, or like at least listed as American, not including one make race events, because those are just like, ooh, this is a very voice cracky episode today. One make races are just kind of like, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I think one make races are kind of like bleh. I think it'd be better if they were like, I think it'd be better if they were more fleshed out than just like you had to do like, I would say if it was more fleshed out than what it is. If there was actual championships and like license, like even stricter license requirements or something like that, or maybe if they were just open and you could just do them at any time or something like that. I think the problem is that they're not very interesting. They're kind of just like, yeah, one model of car, 3 races, go ahead and finish this. There's only a couple that I think are interesting, and that's just because the AI is ungodly, what's it called, good at the races they have to compete in. So that's one of the main reasons why I think that one make races are kind of boring. There's a lot of other reasons, but I'd rather not discuss it. Anyways, in a surprising twist, the Shelby is actually ahead of the pack. It's now in 2nd place, which is strange because that's probably the best position a Shelby's actually reached in a race ever in the history, both IRL and in video games. I say that just because Shelby overall is just kind of a unknown brand. It's not even really a brand. It started off by like modding Mustangs, and eventually they tried making their own car, and then it just didn't work. I mean, obviously they had the Cobra, but they were mainly making Shelby GT500s, right, with the Mustangs. And then after that, there wasn't much going on really with Shelby until now when they released the Shelby Supercharged 3 or whatever this car is called. Anyways, as you can see, it's kind of a bland event, I'd say. Oh, I say that, and the game's like, you get to slide off the track now. Anyways, yeah, this event's kind of bland, I'd say. It's just like more beefier version of I think the first American event we did, which is the B license one. Because the thing is, there's also not that many actual American tracks, because there's not stuff like NASCAR or stuff like really later on, like COTA or Circuit of the Americas. There's no like NASCAR tracks at all. There's no Daytona, Indianapolis, or anything like that. No Texas Speedway. Nothing. That would all, what's it called, arrive in Gran Turismo 5. So it would take a while for us to actually get anything like more American than just what we got already in Gran Turismo 4. But overall, I think the representation for American cars is still pretty good here, because they actually do showcase some really obscure shit. Like they have Oldsmobile, Buick. They don't have Hummer, but I don't think Hummer was really a thing at all. Even back in like the 2000s, back when it was really starting to get popular. They have an Oldsmobile. They have Buick. They have Mercuries, which is also, what's it called, cool. They just have a lot of like not really well known and just obscure cars. Like they also have Scion, which are just like rebranded Toyotas, just released in the States. And then they have just a lot of other stuff that I think is cool for American representation, but I really wish that they just had more events for American, what's it called, cars. Because I do like the fact that I do like the American cars in this game. Because if I voice crack one more time, I'm ending the episode. What I was trying to say was that I think it's cool that they have American cars. I just wish they had more American events. Is that so hard to do, voice, or do you have to voice crack every time possible? Alright, now we're in Seattle and we got ourselves the same, roughly the same. The only thing is the Viper got switched out for a Ford Mustang SVT Cobra R. Are you ready to get into this race? Alright, so the audio just cut out for a split second, but it came back immediately. So we are good. Okay, that's not good to hear. Alright. Give me a second. Sure you can tell, but the game audio is cutting out because I'm unplugging and plugging back in the audio things for the capture card, because I think it's either that or my Bluetooth headset is, what's it called, like losing battery. So I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna hope it's the Bluetooth headset, because I don't want to end up having no game audio for this episode, or just random cutouts of game audio. I do hope it is just. Ooh, that's not good. I'm sure you saw, but there's sparks flying. That's interesting. That was an interesting uphill battle, but we managed to get through it. Anyways, I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but essentially, from what I'm hearing from the game, it keeps like cutting out every once in a while. Like there's just no audio straight up. Like it's, I think what's happening is my Bluetooth headphones or my Bluetooth headset is losing its It's losing its battery, so I may have to charge it soon. Either that or the adapter is just like fucking up, but I don't know what's wrong with it. But I'll probably end up fixing it by probably after I'm done recording this episode. Anyways. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cutting out for me a lot. I'm not gonna fix it right now, but I am gonna fix it like immediately after I'm done recording this episode. Anyways, not to really get distracted by that, but we're at Seattle. Probably one of the most complex tracks in the... Not one of the most complex, but it is definitely a complex track compared to all the rest of the American tracks, which are... Actually, no, because there's no NASCAR tracks, like at all. Also, where the hell did you come from? I know I heard him smash into me, but I didn't hear him like at all. Like he just appeared. Anyways. Force him to go on the outside, force him to go on the outside. Alright, let's not mess up this uphill section. Alright. We did it fine without, what's it called? Causing sparks to go off. Alright, I don't know what's wrong exactly, but... Oh, I keep voice cracking. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. My voice just keeps voice cracking for no reason. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I don't know what's wrong. I've been drinking water. I haven't been talking all that much. But the second I sit down to record today, it decides to start voice cracking a lot. I don't know what's wrong with it. I will figure out what's wrong with it eventually. But not right now, because I need to finish this recording session. Alright. We're about to finish up our second lap at a pretty good lead. It looks like they may have wanted to keep the Viper around so they could actually so they could actually um, compete. I think I know what's wrong actually. I'm gonna finish this race and then right after I'm gonna try and check to see what's wrong and I will be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back when I'm done checking whatever's wrong with the recording. I think I know what's wrong with it. I think this is an OBS issue. It may be OBS and maybe my headphones. I think it's OBS. Also, what am I doing? Everything is just not going right this recording session. Jesus Christ. Audio's cutting out. I keep voice cracking every 2 seconds. And I got a pretty bland event to do this episode. Man, everything is not going good right now. Hey, that won't do anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into our final race. Never mind, hurry. I was looking at my phone for a second because I saw a message came in, but that was the wrong thing to do because that's... come on. There we go, okay. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to check to see if OBS is the problem with the audio cutting out. Alright, so after looking at OBS, it doesn't look like it's an OBS problem. It looks perfectly fine. It says it's barely even using up my CPU, so I hope it's not my computer having problems. I hope it's Just like my headphones are messing up for some reason. I don't know why it's messing up, but hopefully it's not gonna be persistent for a long time, hopefully. Hopefully this little issue just goes away. I'm gonna lose it. I'm actually gonna lose it. I'm actually gonna lose it. I keep voice cracking so much today. I don't understand what is wrong with my voice today. I keep voice cracking so much, and I don't understand. That was already 4 laps. Oh, this is a stock car course. Stock car course. Oh yeah, this is much shorter. Okay, I thought it was 4 laps of actual Infineon Raceway. I was about to wonder if I should even, what's it called, do this right now. But no, this is just a smaller version of the track. Luckily, it's not the full Infineon Raceway. It's just a small portion of it. Okay, let me actually pay attention. I saw another message came in and I had been looking at my phone, so I'm not actually looking at the screen. And as you can see, I managed to get sent to the back. I'm just gonna concentrate now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. So now we're caught up to the Viper, which I'm surprised the Viper is all the way into the back. I'm surprised the Viper is really this far back. I'm surprised it hasn't caught up at all, considering the Viper is legitimately probably one of the fastest cars out of the pool it could have chosen for this event. Legitimately, I think the Viper is probably one of the faster cars out of the like few it probably would have pooled. I'm surprised the Mustang is actually keeping up with Corvettes and Vipers. Not anymore. Haha. Okay. So, the GTO is in third? That's wild. Same thing with the Shelby being in second. Or first, I mean. Alright. Let's go ahead and just start speeding up because that was a massive overshooting. You want to ram into me? I'll send you to the dirt 5 times as punishment for that. Look at him. Look at the Shelby. He wants to play aggressive. I'll play aggressive even further. I'll play aggressive even harder. I'll play aggressive even worse than him. So we're okay. I don't know why this entire episode feels off. Like I don't know why this recording has been off a lot. Like I don't know what's wrong, but something just feels off about this recording. Hopefully the next time I record this again, the recording session goes better. Hopefully next time. Alright, so he's not getting past me. And I am about to... I'm about to go into the 4th lap. Sorry there's not a lot of commentary this episode. This is just like... What I said, I mean, that's what I mean when I said it's off. It's a pretty bland event with the... Like, It's a bland event, and then not a lot has happened this week, so like, there's not a lot to talk about in the episode, except for the fact that I keep wiping out because I keep checking my phone. So we just slammed him into the wall. I had to make sure that he got passed by the GTO. That's how you know we're on top. Alright, so we're on our fourth and final lap of Infineon Raceway. Hopefully, this variant of the course, I will say though, I do like. It's a lot shorter. Also, it's a lot more uncommon to see this variant of Infineon Raceway. Because usually when you see Infineon, it'll just be the full track, right? Like it'll be the full track, but not this version. This one is surprisingly just cut short. It's interesting to see, I must say. It's very interesting to see like one of the longer tracks in this game just cut down so much. And the thing is, this is called the stock car variant, which means that what's it called? Stuff like NASCAR would actually be on here. Oh, okay, audio's cutting out. Almost wiped out. GTO's catching back up to us. Alright, and with that, we're done. So let's go ahead and get this prize card done. Get this prize card revealed. Get our money. And then we can get this cursed recording session out of the way. We can get this cursed recording session out of the way. Alright. We're done. Let's see what our prize card is for this event. So our prize card for the Stars and Stripes tournament or event is going to be very good. Holy shit, the Chevrolet Camaro LM Race Car 01. An actually really good race car. Like actually really, really good. That is surprising to me that we actually got this thing out of Stars and Stripes. Oh my god, that's actually really good. Even though it's a color I don't really like. It's blue. Even though I know specifically the LM race car can end up in, what do you call it? What do you call it? Black. That's what it can end up in. That's the color it can end up in. We got the blue version, which is unfortunate, but it's still cool. Or you know what? Let me check this fee real quick. It's probably a... Nope. It's not there, but you know what I can check? You know what I can check? First of all, let me set this up. Let me set it up so when we come back to GT mode, I'll end up in this car, because I think it will probably end up being the next thing I end up driving, because it's very helpful for the next event we need to do. Or we can't do, or that I am going to do. Just getting the LM race car. Very cool thing to see. Let's save. And let's get it at GT mode just to see what colors this thing comes in. Because I swear I remember seeing this thing can come in black. And it's unfortunate I didn't receive the black version, but that's okay. Let's believe. Let's see what we get. Or let's see what we can find here. Also, we can actually check on our progress to see how many cars we ended up collecting. I don't remember how much you start out with, but I know for a fact it's added a lot of cars to the arcade mode, like, selection. So as you can see, we have 346 cars. I don't remember how much we started out with, but we've definitely added a lot to the collection. So let's see. Yeah, there's not nearly this many Chevys in the dealerships, like, at all. So let's see. The LM race car, I knew it could come in black. Unfortunately, we got blue, white, and red, which is even more American fitting, but I wanted black, white, and red. At least it wasn't green, red, and white. And then red, black, white also goes. That goes pretty cool. That looks pretty good. This only comes in red. This only comes in red. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of looking at what Chevys we have unlocked. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'll leave it off at that. So next time on Gran Turismo 4, we'll be competing in most likely the All-American GT Cup. So I'll see you guys next time.